Hi everyone, I hope this finds you all healthy and happy, and I'm here to just take you along with me while I work on this, well, I'm not sure what it is. I had a piece of security envelope. It was a rather big one, as you can see, and so I had cut it fairly square after I opened up the envelope, and I had it laying over here, of course, amongst all of my other junk. And earlier today I went to Tuesday morning, and I found a little, let me just show you real quick. I found a little stone birdie. You can see him here, and he was really not hugely expensive to begin with, but he had some kind of a mark right about here on the side of him, and I need to go over it just a little bit more yet, and then right here on his tail feathers, well, I don't know if you can see it or not, if it's glaring too much, but right there on his tail feathers, it was all chipped out. And so the girl gave me even a little bit more off of the price of him. And so I was mixing up some of my drywall compound, which is my modeling paste, and to fix my little birdie. He's not quite dry, so I have to put him back over here. So I was mixing up my drywall compound for that and tinting it gray, and I had some left over, so I grabbed that piece of security envelope, and I used my Tim Holtz Harlequin stencil, and I just put the rest of the modeling compound down on here where you can see the gray is. And so then I just decided I would get some white modeling paste, and I would then use this other stencil. Oh, it's over there drying, I'm sorry, but you can probably see it. It's kind of like leaves. And I decided I would just grab that other stencil and just do some more stenciling and put that down on the page. And so I thought, well, I don't know what this is going to turn into or what it's going to happen with it, but I thought I would just take you along with me, and we'll work on it and see what happens. The white modeling paste is pretty much dry now, and all I did then, when I decided I was going to do something with it, I just took some white card, just some regular cardstock, and I glued the security envelope onto the white cardstock to give it just a little bit more stability on my substrate. So I'll take you with me, and I have no idea what this is. Don't know why I'm doing it. Just because I feel like it, I guess. So I will. I'll shut this off, and then whenever I do the next part, I'll come back and talk with you some more. Okay, I'm back, and I have decided that I want to add even more stenciling, so I'm going to use this butterfly stencil. I'm just going to kind of use the butterfly in different spots here. And so I'm getting out my modeling paste, which, as if you follow me at all, you will know it is this, which is Elastopatch. The DAP company makes it. It is the absolute best modeling paste in the world. It has an amazing consistency. It stays flexible, as you can see. This is all the same modeling paste. You can, I mean, completely, literally bend your paper, and it does not flake off. It doesn't crack. It doesn't break. I love it. Plus, it is not nearly as expensive as some other modeling paste. So I'm going to put some down through butterflies here. And I don't know if I've ever used this stencil with modeling paste before. I've used it quite often with I hope I didn't get my head in the way. Sorry if I did. I've used it quite often with paint, but I don't think I've ever put modeling paste through it before. But it's kind of cool. I think I'm pretty sure, yeah. I just saw Wendy Mason doing this, and I think I even commented to Wendy, I've never seen anyone do 3 layers of modeling paste before. She was doing, oh golly, I can't remember what the project was that she was working on, but I will definitely link it in the description box below so you can go and watch Wendy making the project that she was working on. And she did 3 layers of like almost 3 different types of stencils, and I think it was just 3. It might have been even more, but I think it was just 3. And it was just so cool, and I was remarking to her that I don't think I had ever seen anybody do 3 layers of modeling paste before. And so anyway, I thought I would add a couple of the little butterflies on this as well. And yeah, I still haven't a clue what it's going to be or anything like that, so but I just had a little bit of extra time. I've got kind of a big project that I have to get done very soon. It's for a couple friends. They will be 2 almost identical, and I'm hoping that I can find what I'm looking for. I want to do shadow boxes. So I hope that I can find that whenever it comes time to actually get started on those, but I really need to get started on them. I've been promising that they would be done, and it has been since, I think, April. I mean, it wasn't for anything specific. I mean, it wasn't like for a wedding or anything of that nature, but I mean, I didn't really want them to have to wait a year for their that looks kind of cool. I don't know if you can, I think you can see the butterflies on there. There's, oh, let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this a good dry now, and yeah, and then get some color down on here, of course, because like the whole complete gray and white thing going on, so of course we'll have to get some color in there. That's just me. Okay, I've got my spray box out here. I hope you're going to be able to see okay. And I have some of my homemade shimmer sprays, glimmer mists, whatever you call them. This one I think is kind of an orange. Let's see what happens if I can get any interest going on here with this, with these different modeling paste. This is kind of a almost a pink. It's a kind of a salmon color. Got kind of a little bit of dripping going on there. Let's see. I think I'll give it a little bit of a dry. Oh, there we go. Some more dripping there. I think I'll give it a little bit of a dry, and then I don't know what I'll go in with next. Like I said, this is totally going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you, because I have no idea what's going on. So I'll be right back. Okay, that salmony pink color is pretty dry. So I'm going to try a little bit of this purple, light purple. I don't know what that's going to do, so let's just give it a shot here. Let it run. Okay. That at the puddles at the bottom there. So this is what we've got so far. Put a little bit more purple over here. I make my shimmer mists. It's really very, very simple how I make mine. I use acrylic paint, the shimmeriest kind that you can find. There's Folk Art makes some really, really shimmery acrylic paints, and I put some of that in the bottom of my little spray bottle, and then I use alcohol, not water. I like alcohol much better because it dries quicker. Yeah, so that's why I use alcohol. Alrighty, so let me see. I think I don't know what color I want to go in with. Well, let me turn this off and I will come back when I decide. Oddly enough, I just discovered that I don't have any yellow shimmer spray or that type of color. I do have like a gold, but I don't have any like a bright yellow. So I will have to make some. But in the meantime, I thought I would try a little bit of this green. I realize it might end up going wonky on me in a couple places, color-wise, but I thought I'd risk it. I'm probably getting shimmer spray all over everything. Trying not to, but okay, oops, stab a little bit of that at the bottom there. Alrighty, here's what we have so far. And I think I'm going to just take the lid off of the pinky salmon-y color that this is and just see if I can't get some more concentrated color on some of the areas here, the leaves and butterflies and things. I think I might go for a little bit more in a little bit more of the acrylic paint when I do these the next time, so that I get a little bit more intensity in the color. I hope you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Just kind of letting that puddle a bit. And I kind of like that so far. I'm still not sure where I'm going with it, but I kind of like it so far. More of this purple down the side here. Okay, I'm going to dry this a little bit now and see what it looks like after it's dry. Okay, I decided I would use one of my homemade stamps that I made out of kids foam, and I put it on a little lid, like a little plastic lid. Came out of like a face cream container, I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I thought I would use that stamp and add some stamping to this as well. So that's how my stamp comes out. I just cut little pieces of the fun foam and attached it to 2 layers of the fun foam, and you can see it there. There's two layers of the fun foam, and yeah, this is kind of a wonky sort of a crazy patterned stamp, but I think I like it. Okay. Let me clean that stamp up just a little bit here. Be back as soon as I get this cleaned up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go in with some more stamping. I have this little stamp here that I got in a kit of some kind. I can't remember even what the kit was called. I know I got it at one of our secondhand stores, not secondhand stores, but thrift store type places here, and I can't remember even what the kit was all about, but let's see if I can get some stamping here with this as well. And some white. There we go, that's better. Let's get a little bit more texture on this. Try to go in with that again. I don't know, this is probably not going to work. I'll probably just mess it up, but I'm going to try anyway. Oh, it's not bad. Okay. Alrighty, and here's what we have now. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up the mess I made here, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, I have found a focal image that I want to put down, and right now what I'm doing is I'm just getting around the edges. I'm just adding a little bit of black like smudgies, so that when I put the image down, it highlights it a little bit up off of the page, since the background is busy, and it just helps the images to stand out a little bit more. And I've gone around the images as well. I'm just using a little bit of StazOn that's about dried up. I have a StazOn re-inker on the way, and so I've never had a StazOn re-inker before, so hopefully that'll be nice to reactivate this StazOn ink pad. I like StazOn. It's my kind of go-to for when I want something permanent. And it has lasted for a long time. Quite a bit of use as well. So these are just some images that I cut out of a magazine, and I don't know if I mentioned already, sorry if I did, that I did go around them. I went around this top circular one with purple, and then I went around the bottom one with black, just the edges of the images. There, I think that's got it. So I'll go ahead and stick the image down, and then I think I'm going to make a little border of some kind or something around the whole piece as well. So I will come back when I do that, but right now I'm just going to stick the image down, and so I will be back after I've done that and show you kind of what I have. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to go around the edges with some peeled paint, distress ink, and I just had to make a brand new dauber. I've got a video out about how to make how I make mine, I should say, and I'm just going to kind of make a border with my peeled paint, and then I'm going to also go around it in black, but yeah, so I just kind of wanted sort of a smudgy border, not anything real defined. Excuse me. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this and then go around it in black, and then I think I'm going to find a sentiment or a verse or something for on this page, and then before this video gets really too long, I will finish it off. And so I'll probably just go ahead and do that whenever I get my sentiment. Just cleaning off my little dauber here. And these are just the caps off of the air fresheners that you can kind of get, that you that you can plug in. Little plug-in air fresheners, or oftentimes will have the little bottles refill bottles have a cap on them, something similar to this, and I just save all my kind of caps like that and make my own daubers. And I'll try to put the link, if I can remember, to put it in for the video. It's an old video, so it's probably not the best, but it does tell you how I do those. So I'll be back in a minute then, and after I'm done going around it with black, and then finding a sentiment for on there, and I think then I'll be able to close it up. So see you in a minute. Okay, and I am finally done. So this is what I came up with for my sentiment, or my it's actually scripture, and I chose the flowers again. It seems like I'm always choosing flowers, but you know what? I like flowers, and I didn't know where this was going. I think I'm going to end up putting this in my big journal book. But anyway, I really am happy with how it turned out. Very happy. I did go around the edges here and just toned it down just a little bit with some, actually it was with some white ink, white ink pad. I just put it on my finger and kind of went around. It looked a little stark, harsh, I guess you could say. I do know it has black in it. It has black on the edges and everything, but it just kind of toned it down just a little bit. So that is my little page that I did for fun. So thank you if you stayed with me. Thanks to all my new subbies. I love you and appreciate you. Keep coming back. Again, I mentioned there will be a giveaway whenever I reach 1,000 subbies. I have to be there and stay there, you know, and not go up and down and up and down. So when I reach 1,000, then I will do a giveaway. But other than that, until then, till I visit with you next time, thanks a lot for watching, and God bless you. Bye.